We do have some news regarding GM's Cruise and this new funding round with some interesting players. Phil LeBeau's got that. Hey, Phil.
Hey, Carl. A new round of fundraising for Cruise, which is the autonomous vehicle subsidiary of General Motors. This latest round will include Microsoft, which is also going to be partnering with Cruise, bringing its expertise when it comes to software, cloud computing, all critical to the development of an autonomous vehicle network. So it's going to be Microsoft, GM, Honda, and other institutional investors who are now putting another $2 billion into Cruise. And what's most interesting, guys, is the valuation of this latest round of fundraising for Cruise. It is now at $30 billion. For some point of reference, the last time they did a fundraising round back in July of 2019, the valuation of Cruise at that time was $19 billion. So that's one reason why you look at shares of GM up almost 8% as people continue to say, okay, Cruise is a subsidiary. It's not strictly GM, but they realize the value of developing these autonomous vehicles. And this is another piece in terms of GM taking that step towards reinventing the company.
When I look at GM, and to a lesser extent I look at Ford, I'm not saying that they have envy, but I am saying that they must question what is the tipping point where we think, say, of GM as a company that has lots of cool, LeBron's, buying stocks, buying great cars and trucks and a product line that's been completely refreshed and EV cars that could end up being inexpensive. What do we start doing when we think that the EV business is worth more than the entire company?
No, that's a great question, Jim. And I think what people are waiting for, I think they see the moves that Mary Barra and her team have made, and they like what they see. And they realize that the Ultium battery technology, look, that gets high marks within the auto industry and within the EV world. People sit there and they say, look, there's a lot to like here. What people want to see next, and this will come over the next year, let's see the products. If they truly can match up, then I think people will buy into the roadmap that GM has laid out here. That's going to be the key.
GM only has $710 billion to go in market cap to catch Tesla, Phil. So,
yeah,
yeah, it's going real.
It's $100 billion here, $100 billion there.
Yeah, exactly. There's $71 billion, and Tesla's below $800 billion now. Tesla obviously starting to roll those cars off in China.
The Model Y.
12,141 cars, according to my friends at GL Warren Capital. That's including the 3 and the Y from the 1st to the 15th, and production picking up there. But they're competing domestically as well against NIO, which I assume the likes of GM is competing against eventually, too.
Yes, China will be the focus. Make no mistake about this, not only in terms of auto sales, which it really has been over the last 5 years, but when it comes to EVs. That's going to be crucial. Over the last year, David, 2 years, we would always hear people say, oh, my gosh, they shut down the plant for 2 days out in Fremont. The world is coming to an end. Forget about Fremont. Not entirely. Carl, what you need to focus on is the Shanghai Gigafactory. That is going to be crucial to Tesla's growth over the next several years. Yeah, Berlin is important. The new one in Texas is important. And Fremont will be important. Gigafactory in Shanghai, that's the crucial one.
Big news here, Phil, as you point out, Microsoft will also be GM's preferred cloud provider, help streamline supply chains and so forth. So we'll get more on this from you later on today. That's our Phil LeBeau.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.